Bitcoin and gold hit all-time highs. BlackRock ETF records its highest daily inflows, while some legacy TardFi banks hit all-time lows. Coinkydink? No. Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets where the sun's shining, where the winds blow. All the humble opinion of this piano Zamboni bringing the The FOMO index has jumped down to 75 from yesterday's 90. Bitcoin dominance is 52.5%, 24-hour volume, 255 billion overall market cap, 2.49 give or take 100 million. Well, what a day here in Bitcoinville. Euphoria, disbelief, anxiety, and anger. All in about 4 hours. But we talked about this, so it should have come as no surprise to anyone in this boutique community when Bitcoin price action, well, she had a little dump. Optimistic outlook for today would be for price action to pick up the ball, start running up the field, taking another shot at all-time highs, busting through 69K. But if we can't hold support at 61.8, we'll likely see a double tap of the 23.6% fib down at 60.3. And if she's so darn tootin', the 38.2% fib down at 58.6. Levels I'm keeping my peepers on are down at the 23.6% fib, 58.6, which is also the Ding Dong's 38.2% fib. Some possible fib retracements to keep our papers on would be first the 23.6% fib in psychological level of Siggity K, and if she's so darn tootin', maybe even the 38.2% fib down at 58.6. Ooh, the fitties, gross. Lord love a duck. She didn't do just that. After rocketing up to test all-time highs, price action broke the record, grabbed the belt, and immediately retraced. And she retraced real proper like, breaking through the 20 moving average and the 50, wicking out, finding a bottom and a bounce at 59.2. Got its life together and pumped back up to the goldenest of golden ratios, the Siggity 1.8% fib at 64K. Gathered its thoughts then, has rallied back up, picking out 67.6 and has fluttered down to a time of production Siggity 6.5, which is also the 23.6% fib. So we managed to get back up and into our last channel before price discovery mode. And what is price discovery mode? Well, it's simply uncharted territory. It's price levels that Bitcoin hasn't been to or seen. So there is no historical data to compare movements to. We are discovering how high she'll go, how many people will invest into it, and how different the world will look once that happens. That all begins at 69K. Now over on the Ding Dong, you can see we've also taken back our last channel for price discovery, getting back up and over resistance, now acting as support at 64K. Ah yes, the angelical voices of the children's choir of enchanted wicks letting us know that Juicy Wick has been sacrificed to the gods of wickedness down. 59.2, those pesky kids have one of the highest success rates with their Orwickian probabilities, maybe the most accurate TA I've ever seen. And I'd like to show you an example of where these pesky kids went wrong, but I can't really find one on the ding-dong. But hey, candlesticking wicks in a bear market is like shooting fish in a barrel, but we are in a bull run, my friends. Maybe the bull run of bull runs, maybe a once-in-a-species bull run, and maybe the last chance normal hard-working folks like yourself get a chance to front-run the institutions, to force the knee of the banking cartels, and to finally get ahead of those corrupt politicians who have been doing everything they can to make sure that you don't. Yes, there will be volatility, and yes, there will be pullbacks, but we've been here before. It's to be expected, and if you're new here, we welcome you, and buckle up, you're about to experience the wildest 2 years of your life. And when you look at that, my friends, the sun's up. It's another beautiful day here on planet Earth. A day none of us are guaranteed. We're not guaranteed these days, but yet we're lucky enough to have them anyway. So get out there and knock them dead. And remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected elites. And that's right, it's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live right away, so grab yourself a coffee. Join me for a quick one. And by all means, sing it with me now. Out on the banks of boom to spang, Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey, boy. Ching. Get out there and knock 'em dead. You know, the reason why I say that every video, it stems back to my month-long trip in Peru and doing ayahuasca for a month or 2 weeks. And the concept of time and gratitude and how fast she all pulls by us. And those of us who are older, we know it a little better than those of us who are younger, because I do remember being young and thinking, not only thinking that, what is 40? What is 30? Will I even be around 30? I'm not going to make it to 30. You know, if you're one of those 20-year-olds, I'm not even going to make it to 30, let alone 40. But time creeps along, gaining speed every year. She just keeps on getting faster and faster till all of a sudden you're 40. And some of those things that you wanted to do are still on the chopping block. Didn't get to them. Why didn't you get to them? I don't know. Maybe you thought you had all the time in the world to do it. Well, you don't. Time comes at you fast. Look at this. We're already in the bull run, and I know it's easy to say now, but we were 2 years in that bare winter. It was a long, cold 2 years, my friends. It wasn't easy. I mean, we all trudged through it every day. We got here, you know, we did the work, we hodled, we educated ourselves, we put positions in the market, and now here we are in the bull market. Enjoying what we did, but getting out there and knocking them dead is what we did in the bear market. We sat there and we scratched the money together. You know, we put those positions in, we put the ducks by the pond. So when this bull run came, which was 2 years out, think about that. What we were doing 2 years ago, we are doing for right now. So we have our 2 years ago self to thank.
You know, that's why I say knock 'em dead, because what you do now, what you do today, you'll end up thanking yourself, I don't know, in a year, 2 years, 5 years, sometimes 10 years, you know, like learning to play an instrument. It's super hard. It's a hard thing to do, and it takes a lot of time. And people will always tell me, I go to this dentist all the time. He's a buddy of mine. He's like the musician's dentist. His name's Lauren. He's a really nice guy. And he always says, you know, I admire you musicians so much. I tried, I couldn't do it. And I think he forgets he tells me this because every time he says that to me, I say, Lauren, you just didn't try hard enough. And he's like, yeah, well, maybe I did. Like, how did you take a lesson? No. How long did you practice for? Well, you know, not that much. Well, okay, what do you expect? So the time and dedication and work you put into something, whether it is investing or just something like playing an instrument, it takes so long. The gains don't come for years. Multi-sig dummy, Maddie, do you ever play the piano at the squash club? Yes, I do. Sometimes they have events that are co-ed because it's an all men's club. So there's two in Canada, I think, that are all men's squash clubs. And every now and then they'll get me to do a function that has, you know, the wives there and stuff like that. It's always fun. It's always a little bit weird though, because a lot of those people don't know me as a piano player or anything. They just know me as a guy who plays squash there. So it's always weird for them. They walk and they go, "What did you? I didn't know you did that." I'm like, "Yeah, well, you know, basically all I do is play squash, play piano." Duke had his first squash tournament. Just face this coffee cup this way. There we go. He had his first game yesterday at the squash tournament, and he was up against a 13-year-old Asian girl who had been playing for years. And he got some points though. Like, he got some points. It was pretty good. But she had been playing for way too long. She knew what to do. Once he started getting points on her, she knew what to do. So he got a good lesson, and what the takeaway I wanted him to get was to learn how to lose graciously without. He's a little bit of sucky pie with me, but when he plays with other people, he's a good sports dude. So yeah, that's what he learned. Squeaky McGee, squash club, piano me, that Bitcoin guy. Yeah, kind of. Well, I always wear that. I try to, as much as I can, wear the give or take $100 million T-shirt. Because people will always read it and ask, and I'll say, it's the overall crypto market, don't you know? Oh, yeah, right. But here's the one thing. When the price is going up, I find they don't like to bring up Bitcoin as much as when the price dumps. Because yesterday when the tournament was on, I was there about 4, and man, like 4 or 5 people came up to me. That's quite a dump, eh? Whoa, boy, how much did it dump? You know, they didn't say it broke all-time highs. They just said, how much did it dump? Those are people that are on the sidelines. I don't want to say they're haters, but they're people that miss the boat. Someone just texted me. How do I disconnect this? How do I disconnect this phone from... It's a new phone. That's why I got to go in there. I just don't got the time to do that. That's about 20 minutes to just sit there and figure out how to disconnect this from my computer. Anyway. Next topic is the 4-hour chart. Let's take a look at this volatility today. Look at that. It's crazy. Let's spread this out a bit. Looked a lot bigger when I was prepping. Everything's in the way here. Come on. There we go. Maddie McConaughey. Look at that hammer candle. Do I have a MC Hammer here on my assets? Yes, I do. I do have the hammer. No, I don't. I started the ball spinning. Looks like this M1 Ultra can't handle an asset. There we go. Let's move it to the top so I don't screw everything up here. Just in case you needed a proper example of a hammer candle. There we go. MC Hammer can't touch this. Can't touch this. Boo doo doo doo. Hammer candle. I remember when I was oiling up some juicy ribeyes there before going live. I was watching the volatility, I'm like, wow, are we gonna go back to 64K again? Because it looked like we were dipping, and then it just gets bought up. This volatility is there's a couple things that people say, and the only thing that I think, this is what I think when people say, oh, this whale dumped this, or this institution did this, or this whale did this, blah blah blah. I really think it's just because I'm paranoid and because I believe in stop hunters, which is why I stopped currency trading. I just believe the markets know where the stops are. They know where the leverage is, and their game is to liquidate the leverage. Imagine that, how easy it is. They give you a margin, and if you don't meet that margin, they take all your money. And most people don't know when they get into trading that there is a margin, especially with leverage, right? So the escalation of leverage starts with a couple good wins. It's like, man, I got this down. I know how to trade. I'm a professional trader. Let's put on some leverage. Then they put on leverage, and the next thing you know, they're at 10 and they're still making some decent trades, right? Because they're in a bull market. Now, this is the thing. I don't advise trading until you've dummy traded, like on a dummy account for, I don't know, a year, right? Now, the best time to dummy trade is in the bear market, where you can learn how to do support and resistance, because basically you're just channeling. You'll get a feel for it just hitting like pong, boom, 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 it's always going down. But when we get into the bull market, what happens, and I've seen it many times, is that some people start trading and they immediately it's like throwing darts. It goes up. They put in a long, it goes up. I think I got this. So you just put in a long, it goes up. This seems pretty easy. And then it's not enough. I guess they need a little more serotonin pumping through the veins. So they start putting on some leverage and they hit another win. Like, man, 10%, how about 25%? They're not really factoring in the margin call, because it's not like they let you know, oh, you've reached your margin, please ante up. They go zoink and it liquidates your account. And then whatever gains you probably made up to then are probably gone. So my advice to anyone that is getting into trading, actively trading, is to first off, not trade. Second off, my actual advice is to lock and hold in the bear market, get your position in and just put on your seatbelt and get the rocket ship out to the moon. But if you are going to trade, I advise not to use leverage, because this is, long story short, I believe some of this volatility is the markets squeezing out the leverage, right? So when you have these people, think about the cost to a market maker when someone put in a 100x leverage at, let's say where's here? 64. Or no. Let's go right down to this, where we are this channel of eternal monotony down here. Let's say they put in a leverage long at 61K, 100 leverage, or 50 leverage, 25 leverage, anything. And they took it all the way up to all-time highs. Now, if they don't shake that guy out down here, he is going to start exponentially making life-changing wealth, right? Because he's leveraged at 100x or 50x or whatever. If he doesn't get liquidated that long, left untouched, like, now let's say we're back in 2012, you go on a trip, you lose your computer, you kind of forget about everything. You fall in love and get married to some island girl in the Maldives. I saw someone's in the Maldives. Then you come back and you never get liquidated, and then it goes through the bull market, and even in the 70% drawdown, it doesn't even come back to 61K. You're still in 100x long, and then it goes to the next one. On the books of these markets, of these exchanges, they want you out. They don't want to fulfill 100x exponential gains on people. So that's why I think they flush out. That's why I believe in stop hunters. Like, take a look at this. Remember when the weird part about making those videos, we were in the pumps of our lifetime, and I was saying, 58.6. Yeah, and I don't like making those. I don't like saying this is where it could go when we're going up like a freight train to the moon. I don't like putting in bearish probabilities, but they're there, right? And they're just all Fibonacci, and they're just support and resistance levels, right? And so what happens? It goes down to 59.2. So that's $600 away from that target of 58.6 that we went on ad nauseum, much to the chagrin of everyone in the bullish parade, right? It kind of rains on the parade, but I like to keep everyone, when I say these low numbers, are basically in my books where the leverage is going to get flushed out, because this will take out all these long positions right here that were put in the boredom, in the accumulation phase, right? People are accumulating, people are buying in this phase, and they're also going long with leverage. So you could always bet that you will see a flush out of the leverage. And that's exactly what we saw. And look at that. It's, to my paranoia, the wick hunter. The wick, it just wicked down there. It was fast, right? Bing. Took out everyone underneath this. Everyone in a position underneath this leverage position, that is. Liquidated. Boom. It's a lot of money. I don't even know what it is. I know there's metrics you can go, oh, $1 billion was liquidated. You know, that's pretty sad. You know, because some people are just getting started in this bull run, and just to think that they're getting liquidated now, I mean, that'd be depressing, right? Imagine that you waited all the bear market to get in. You weren't completely in tune with leverage and margins, and you went in thinking that it was a great opportunity. Maybe you saw a video where someone said, oh, you should get in here, or you should put a long in here, right? And you did, and you got liquidated. It's horrible. That's why I say, don't trade. If you are going to trade, I think, you know, when I see these Lux Algo predictive ranges, they are based on essentially my trading program, which is support and resistance and Fibonacci's. That's it, right? So if you get the Lux Algo, at least it gives you tools to know when you're in a range. It gives you, it's like bowling with those blow up bumper things. At least you know where here and here is where you're going to get wrecked. Without that, trading is pretty dicey. So I do suggest you get the Lux Algo, just to have your just to have your own state of mind, peace of mind, I should say. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Good.
Good. Are you bearish or bullish here?
Bullish.
Of course, because it's a bull run. It's a bull run. Give me some chords. It's a bull run. 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 We're in a bull run. Prices going up every day, but every now and then we get liquidated and everybody goes back to the start. Okay, let's do some shout-outs. Enough about me. All right, Misco.
Misco.
Oh, hold on a second, Duke. Someone's asking about your squash game yesterday. How did it go?
Good.
Yeah.
I won.
Well, no, you didn't win. How did you feel about losing the game?
Bad.
Bad? Well, you played well. You had some great serves, and you really did your best. Think about this. That girl was 13, 5 years older than you, and you were holding your own. Imagine when you're 5 years from now. I always tell him in 6 years he'll be the best player in that club, and it's probably going to be right. Chris Brewer in Atlanta. Welcome back, buddy. Okay, Duke, let's do some shout-outs. Scotty Mo.
Scotty Mo.
BC Elf. BC Elf.
BC Elf.
Misco.
Misco.
And Intune. Dave Digital, the GOAT.
Dave Digital.
Chris Brewer.
Chris Brewer.
Multi-sig Dummy.
Multi-sig Dummy.
Snaky Pete Vaporizers.
Sneaky Pete Vaporizers.
Oh, two hands, buddy. The Naked Canadian.
The
He's
naked Canadian.
Mad Faded Baby.
Mad faded baby.
Oh, easy. Discover crypto.
Is it discovered or miscovered?
Discover.
Discovered crypto.
And Bruce Mai.
Bruce Mai.
And Mario Cantonese.
Mario Cantonese.
Let's do a sound check.
Sound check. Baby, it's a sound check. Sound check. Baby, it's a sound check. I'm gonna check this mic. So you should check yours too.
We're going.
We're going to the Jimmy. We're gonna have a really good time. We're going to the Jimmy. Bring requests all night. We're going to the Jimmy. Well, this is not financial advice. We're going to the Jimmy. It's gonna be real proper life.
Good job, buddy. Nice job. Congrats on the good game yesterday, buddy. I was proud of you, buddy.
My video, guys.
What is the? I think. Well, I don't know what the link is, Bruce, but it's just pianomattyb. Yeah, I'll try to put that in the description box in the YouTube thing. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful day. And are we gonna get to 69K again? Well, who knows? I feel like the markets have settled down right now, but it could be 8:30. We're opening up pretty soon. So let's see. Keep your papers on it. See you tomorrow.
Make sure you like and subscribe.